And after a late-night meeting with congressional leaders at the White House, President Obama emerged to announce still no deal tonight, so the possibility of a government shutdown Friday midnight still looms. The battle over America's fiscal health has raged from the Capitol to state houses across the nation, including New Jersey, where Christie for president has become a rallying cry for a growing number of conservatives. The governor hit the national stage by breathing fire at big government and aiming barbed punchlines at the teachers union. Aside from Republican fans, though, his style has earned him one high-profile enemy named Springsteen and constant questions about his White House ambitions. Tonight, Diane Sawyer covers them all in this exclusive interview.
Hello, good morning.
On this warm spring morning, Governor Christie walks into a New Jersey classroom.
Good morning, guys. How are you today?
Good.
Excellent.
A warm response for the governor, who leapt into the national spotlight, attacking teachers' unions as outdated, overindulged. Among the public employees, he is targeted for aggressive budget cuts.
You're not compensating me for my education, and you're not compensating me for my experience.
Well, you know what? Then you don't have to do it.
His YouTube channel has more than 2.5 million views, most people coming to see him take on union leaders and some teachers at town halls across the state.
I stood here, and very respectfully listened to you. If what you want to do is put on a show and giggle every time I talk, well, then I have no interest in answering your question. So
there is even a new term for his smackdowns.
You've got to go all in, show a little Jersey attitude.
You have been CC'd.
Get me out of the cage and let me go.
Have you seen what it is to be CC'd?
Yes, I have.
And?
Well, listen, it's part of, what we do. I mean, we're from New Jersey, and when you're from New Jersey, what that means is you give as good as you get. And so, being CC'd means that, if somebody wants to take a shot, I'm going to take a shot right back.
And you know what? Let me tell you this. You know what? It's people who raise their voices and yell and scream like you that are dividing this country. We're here to bring this country together, not to divide it.
Did you go too far? Did you go too tough? Do you want to apologize to the teachers if your tone seemed disrespectful to them?
If you treat me with respect, even when you disagree with me, I'll treat you with respect back. You treat me with disrespect, that's what you're going to get back. And as to teachers, let me say really clearly, on election night, one of the few people I thanked on election night were my teachers from Livingston, where I grew up here in New Jersey.
The rules that are set up on tenure and to get people fired are so onerous.
One of his central issues, teacher tenure, the unlimited job security that he says keeps even failing teachers from being fired.
Why is it that teaching is one of the only professions left where we don't reward excellence and there are no consequences for failure? Listen, it's the same thing in your business and my business, Diane. We get judged every day. And if you're judged to be ineffective, ABC's not keeping you on the air. And if I'm judged to be ineffective, New Jersey voters are going to kick me out.
He was born a Jersey boy, educated at its schools. He refuses to move his wife and 4 children into the governor's mansion. And after only a year in office, his pugnacious stand has made him famous across the country.
You should really see me when I'm pissed.
He is considered a rising Republican star.
How do we give tax money back to New Jerseyans, not raise their taxes each and every year?
He is known as fearless about aggressive belt-tightening in politics. He's also known for not tightening his own belt. But then this year, surprisingly, he decided it was time to change his life.
Exercise is almost never really fun for me, but I did it this morning.
Yeah?
And,
an hour? You're still doing an hour?
Yeah, 3.
Of course, the weight loss incited rumors he might be considering a run for the highest office of all. Polls show he could pose a challenge to Obama in 2012, ahead of Palin and Gingrich. Even the school children in New Jersey have heard about that.
Anytime in the future, do you ever plan on becoming president?
You see, you're supposed to wait for Diane Sawyer to ask me that question later.
I was scooped in the 8th grade, of course. You're still saying categorically not running.
No,
2012.
I'm not running for president.
Categorically not running. Why not? If you see things falling apart, most people have the impulse to go in and try to save the situation.
It's a good way to put it. You don't make a decision to run for president of the United States based on impulse. I don't feel ready in my heart to be president. And unless I do, I don't have any right offering myself to the people of this country. It's much too big a job.
So we wondered, if he doesn't think he's ready.
Donald Trump is president? Is that great with you?
Well, Donald's a really good friend of mine. I don't know that Donald really wants to be president. We've spoken about it, and all I could say to you is that, I'll believe it when I see it.
While his rock star status in politics is unquestioned, there is another real rock star he'd like to impress.
I'm a Justin Bieber fan, and what's your favorite song?
My favorite Justin Bieber song? I don't have a favorite Justin Bieber song. But my favorite song? My favorite song is Thunder Road, like Bruce Springsteen.
He claims to have gone to 120 Bruce Springsteen concerts. The same Springsteen who just wrote a letter to his local paper, the Asbury Park Press, criticizing the budget policies under Christie.
Those cuts are eating away at the lower edges of the middle class, and not just those in poverty, and are likely to continue to get worse. Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm not. Are you surprised to hear that from Bruce? I mean, Bruce is liberal. Doesn't mean I like him any less, but Bruce believes that we should be raising taxes all the time on everyone to do all the things that he'd like to see government do. That's fine. It's his point of view, and he's absolutely welcome to it.
A free pass for the boss, as everybody wonders over and over again, when it comes to the presidency, is Christie born to run?